I want to talk to you about how to build your online store without Shopify. So here are the steps I want you to follow right now. If you want to build your free online store without Shopify, here is what the first thing you need to do to explore the best free e-commerce platforms. See, you have a constellation of platforms and you have to choose the right one. Actually, you don't have to go with Shopify. People talk about online store, you got to automatically think about Shopify. No, you have other choices. For example, you have Wix. So Wix is a great platform for e-commerce, and this is free. So you have a free e-commerce platform builder, and Wix comes with a user-friendly website builder. And this is kind of similar to Weebly or Squarespace to help you actually create a website in one or two easy ways. You can do a mere drag and drop, or you can use Wix's ADI, artificial design intelligence, to actually do the job. So this is really cool. And you have another provider. You have WooCommerce. So WooCommerce also does a great job when it comes to helping you building your online store for free without Shopify. And the cool thing about WooCommerce is that it's free and open source e-commerce and the e-commerce plugin. And for WordPress, this is really good. You have another player that I want to share with you here is Ecwid. Ecwid is actually great also when it comes to having an online store for free without Shopify. And Ecwid is cool if you want a store that plugs into your existing sites. And so Ecwid is really a plugin also. It's not really a website builder. It is a plugin. And one thing I want to say also is that when you think about Ecwid, I want you to think about a tool that is constantly scaling with your business. Okay, so the first three e-commerce, the best three free e-commerce platforms that are different from Shopify that you can use to build an online store include Wix, you have WooCommerce, and you have Ecwid. When we talk about Wix, you need to understand that this tool is really great. You have a free plan, but if you want to actually go a little further, you will need to pay for like a tier 1, a tier 2, or a tier 3 plan. It is what it is. And in terms of WooCommerce, actually WooCommerce, it's free, but you need to actually pay for the plugin. And for Ecwid, same thing. You have a free version, but if you want more capabilities, you might need to pay for stuff. So this is really good. Boss, I want to thank you. I want to welcome you to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Another platform you can use to actually create your online store for free without Shopify is Big Cartel. So if you've got t-shirts, paintings, jewelry, or other crazy stuff to sell, then Big Cartel deserves to be on your shortlist for free e-commerce platforms. And we love Big Cartel because the platform is really cool in terms of giving you the flexibility you need to have an online presence real fast. You can start your free store with up to 5 products. You can pick a theme and customize. You can add 1 image per product with product options and categories. This is really good. Now, there are some limitations to the free plan. So when you're ready to scale, it's just better to pay for a tier like tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 plan. Another platform I want to share with you is Gumroad. So Gumroad is among the best free e-commerce platforms to sell digital, physical, and creative goods, though the emphasis is more on digital products. So if you want to sell, let's say, digital products without Shopify, or you want to sell creative stuff like photographs, writing, podcasts, and designs, Gumroad is a great place to actually start your online journey. Okay, so we love that a lot. So you have a free plan and you have paid plans also. One thing I want to say here is that you need to understand that whenever you have free plans, there are limitations to that free plan, because otherwise, how would the platform survive if they're not charging anything? Okay, so just be aware of that. So if you go through the free plan, you have to be comfortable with the configuration of your free plan. For example, when you think about Gumroad, on the free plan, you are able to create and customize your storefront to sell as many products as you want. You can send out 4 updates each month. You can set up 1 automated workflow. Now, is that satisfactory to you? If yes, then you're good to go. But if you're not happy with the current setup, then you want to go and start paying for stuff. Okay, and this is one of those things that you have to constantly think about, especially if you want to scale. At some point, you're gonna have to start paying for stuff. And if you want to build your online store for free without Shopify, just be aware that if you're small, you may be small for 3-6 months, but at some point, start paying for stuff. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about what? How to build your online store for free this year without Shopify. So step number one, pick the right type of, step number one, you want to explore the best free e-commerce platforms. Step number two, you want to pick the right type of products to sell. So it's very important that you have a clear understanding of the products you want to sell. If you want to actually build a successful online store, you got to have a clear idea of winning products. You got to have a clear idea of what makes your store unique. Remember, folks are not coming to you because your store is beautiful, whatever, or the templates are beautiful. No, it's because of you have products that are adding value to customers. In other words, what is the pain point you're trying to solve? What is the solution you are bringing to the market? You have to solve a pain point for the customers to actually trust your store. Okay, so you need to pick the right type of product to sell. This is absolutely essential if you want to be successful. Well, the thing is that you need to understand when it comes to once you set up your online store, you are going to compete with a large number of hugely popular sites selling a vast range of products: eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Walmart Marketplace. The question is, if you are new, how do you differentiate yourself? How do you actually create a name for yourself in this huge marketplace, in this huge global marketplace? Because you're not just selling in New York. You may be in New York, you may be in Delaware, you may be in Dallas, but you're actually competing with players all over the world. Okay, so you want to actually solve a problem, and you want to start by focusing on a niche. You can only start solving a problem if you are able to really narrow down the focus of your store so that you can really cater to a specific niche within the market. And everything starts with doing proper keyword research, understanding you got to use tools such as SEMrush or Ahrefs or Moz Pro or other players in this industry to actually know exactly how to do keyword research, so you have a clear idea that you're going after the right keyword. So when we talk about doing keyword research, we're talking about you targeting the long tail keywords so that you are basically reducing the keyword difficulty. If everything I'm telling you sounds a little too complicated, just ask us in the comment section and we'll get back to you. We'll explain even further, but you need to have that. Sorry about that. Now, another thing you need to do here is that you need to source your stock. See, the thing is that when you are trying to build your online store for free without Shopify, product sourcing plays an important role. And I will never emphasize this enough. If you have a nice store, a nice template, a nice everything, but your product sourcing is really crappy, you're not going to survive for a long time in this market. So there are two main options available when it comes to sourcing stock. First of all, you can purchase things from a supplier, storing it and reselling it, or you can try drop shipping. A lot of folks love drop shipping because they think, you know what, I don't have to worry about warehousing, I don't have to worry about shipping, I don't have to worry about sourcing, stock, and everything. So you need to really pay attention to what kind of target audience you are dealing with, what kind of solution you are bringing to the market. And so, see, the thing is, the first advantage, the main advantage of the first option, which is you are purchasing it from a supplier, storing it, and reselling it, is that you can view the quality of stock firsthand. You can ensure that it is produced ethically, and you can build up a good relationship with your supplier. Of course, you are making your own product. If you are making your own product, you are the supplier. Now, the disadvantage of the first option is that you will need to invest cash in purchasing or manufacturing goods, which, if your business is not a success, you may never end up selling. You may also face costs associated with storing your products somewhere, and you will be responsible for all shipping costs. If you are to go with drop shipping, then things might be a little different. Why? Because you don't keep what you're selling in stock. Okay, you are basically actually outsourcing the whole thing to a third party. And when we talk about drop shipping, we're talking about a system, like a process that allows you to actually sell products without actually losing anything at all, like without investing so much. And it is important to have a clear idea of what you're getting yourself into, because when you want to go with drop shipping, you need to trust the dropshipping supplier. Okay, you can use You can go to Shopify App Store to find dropshipping suppliers. You have Deezers, Zendrop, you have Transit, you have eProlo, you have AutoDS. You have a lot of them out there who can help you with dropshipping. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to build your online store for free without Shopify. The next thing you want to do here is to choose the right online store builder for your project. See, the thing is, if you're trying to build your online store, you got to really have, first of all, I was telling you earlier to explore the free dropshipping store builders, right? Now you got to choose one. Like, you can't really just say, you know what, I've thought about them. No. Now you have to choose. Remember, you have Wix, you have WooCommerce, you have Equity, you have other players. You have Gumroad, as a matter of fact. So now, which one should you go after? You got to ask yourself. Remember, when you want to actually get your stuff, your store off the ground, you have two options. You can hire an agency to build it, or you can use an e-commerce platform to build your store yourself. Okay. So when we talk about e-commerce platform, we're talking about a drag and drop builder. So it's either you have a drag and drop builder, or you basically, you use templates, because those website builders, they have templates, and those templates can be free or you can pay for them, but you have to choose something that really fits with your target audience. Now, if you go down the agency route, in other words, you hire an agency to take care of your store for you, make sure that your developers actually give you access to a content management system that lets you edit your site easily and manage your store's inventory yourself. So you do not have to worry, always rely on the agency. It's really important to actually choose. If you want to go with the DIY route, you can choose, as I said before, you can choose a template, or you can choose basically a drag and drop builder. In other words, you build things you start from a blank canvas. This is really important to really have a clear idea. So what you want to do here is that you have a lot of players when it comes to choosing. You have, Wix. Wix is one of our favorite, because Wix has something called ADI. So this is actually basically artificial design intelligence. So you are able to build an online store for free without actually having creative skills. You can actually, you can let the robot, the algorithm, do it for you. What you have to do next is to optimize your online store for search engines. If you want to build your online store for free without Shopify, you need to think about SEO. So when we talk about search engine optimizations, you need to understand your store is not living in a vacuum. Your store is on the internet. So if your store is on the internet, your dropshipping store or your online store in general must have a way for the search engine algorithms to index it, to crawl it, to actually direct traffic to it. We're talking about organic traffic, okay? And so having a proper SEO strategy is absolutely vital to the success of your e-commerce projects. So once you have found your niche market and designed your online store to cater to that niche market, you need to make it visible on search engines. When we talk about search engines, I'm not just talking about Google though. You have Bing, you have Yahoo search. So you have a lot of search engines you need to really cater to. So when we talk about SEO, we're talking about you having the proper keywords when it comes to page titles, when it comes to product descriptions, headings, meta descriptions, URLs, and so on and so forth. You got to have that. And the thing is, you have to do this on a consistent basis. When we talk about SEO, this is not just a one-time thing. I just do it. I just set it up and that's it. No. You want to make sure that you are able to do this on a consistent basis. Make sure that your online store is fully accessible to those with a visual impairment. Not only will this help users with disabilities access your content more easily, it can bring SEO benefits too. So the online store builders that I mentioned earlier give you a lot of control over SEO, like with BigCommerce and Wix. probably coming in tops of this department. So if you opt for one of those products, make sure to actually check out the functionality in terms of SEO. See, when we talk about SEO, we're not just talking about, again, a one-time thing. If you are going to implement this on a consistent basis, you better have a clear idea how the whole thing works, so that you're not surprised at the very last minute and say, you know what, how come I don't understand this thing, blah 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 blah. You really want to take the time to research the tool before buying or before signing up. The next thing I want you to do here is to market your store. I want to give you a few pro tips here. You need to market your store. If you want to build your online store for free without Shopify, okay, you are able to build it, no problem. But for your store to survive, you need to market it. And when we talk about marketing, we're speaking about a few things you can do. So the first thing you can do in terms of marketing your store is through blogging and content marketing. So blogging is really cool because it brings organic search to your store. And blogging also allows you to establish credibility and authority on the specific niche, on the specific topic you are writing about. Okay. So, but the thing is, if you want to actually blog, you need to do it regularly. You need to blog regularly about topics related to what you are selling. Another thing you want to do here is to actually try online advertising. So when we talk about online advertising, we're speaking about using Google Ads, for example, Facebook ads, so you have Amazon ads. You have a lot of platforms that allow you to actually sell online. But the thing is, you got to have a strategy. See, when you think about Google ads or Facebook ads, you can't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to really advertise on Google and I hope to actually drive traffic to my online store. No. It does take some time. It does take some analysis. It does take some SEO study to see exactly which keywords you want to go after, which keywords your competitors are currently fighting for, or maybe they're dominating, because you do not want to go after a competitor that's already ranking for keywords. So you need to find those that niche of keywords. That's how we call it. We call them that niche of keywords that can bring you the revenue, but also the traffic. Okay. And also the same thing goes with Facebook ads. So when you are on Facebook ads, is Facebook, and you want to initiate a Facebook ad campaign, make sure that you are as granular as possible. And you want to be clear about the specific project, the specific goal that you want to reach through your Facebook ads. But I want to go back to what I said about blogging. Blogging is really the most fulfilling way of bringing traffic to your store on a consistent and continual and like a real basis. You want to have people who are really interested in the products that you are selling because you are adding value. Remember, through your blog, you are actually finding solutions to problems that people have on a daily basis. You are adding value. And if they see you as a value adding partner, then people will be more willing to buy from you. So to buy whatever you're selling from your online store. So if you want to build your online store for free without Shopify, do not underestimate the importance of promoting your store. You have to do this on a consistent basis. I want to insist on that. You have to do this on a consistent basis. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just explaining to you how to build an online store for free without Shopify. So number one, you want to explore the best free e-commerce platforms. Number two, you want to actually pick the right type of product to sell. Number three, source your stock. Number four, choose the right online store builder for your project. Number five, optimize your online store for search engines. And number six, last but not the least, you want to market your store. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.